1, 2, 3.
You stink. You stink. You ready? On today's episode of Free Unsolicited Cooking Knowledge, I will be making chili. Isn't that right? Look at your tongue.
Ichabod.
You see his little tongue? Welcome back, Little Spoons. If you are new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button because I'm what? The missing ingredient to your kitchen. On today's episode, as you saw, I am making chili, and I do have a major confession. I absolutely hate chili, and it's not just this recipe that I'm making. It is all chili across the board. I don't care who made it, how you made it, what you made it with. It is just not for me. Okay? The reason I am making it is because I am redoing my parents' kitchen, all the renos, and they do not have a stove or anything to cook on right now. So I thought, why not make a meal that they enjoy consistently and show all my little spoons how to make it. Anyway, if you're ready, I'm ready. Let's get into it. All right, the first step is going to be prepping your vegetables. So this recipe calls for 2 vegetables. It's onions and mushrooms. And usually my mom does canned mushrooms, but because I made stuffed mushrooms the other day and had a lot of mushrooms left over, I thought, why not throw the fresh ones in and utilize them so we don't waste in this house. But you can absolutely use canned mushrooms. It is completely up to you. But yeah, the first thing I'm gonna do is kind of dice my onion. I have a medium-sized onion and I just know I'm gonna cry. It really be that way. We're cutting down the center of the root here. Oh, it's a strong one. My eyes. Also, this is like a single recipe. I'm only using like a pound of ground beef. Also, if you do hear banging on the microphone, it's my dad. I don't know what he's doing. He's doing some of the renovations upstairs because he is impatient and won't wait for me. But it's his way of helping me out because I've been falling behind. Anyway, so I'm basically gonna dice my onion. Slam that down. Dice my onion. I'm just gonna make a grid. All right, so we made a grid. You just want it in like bite-sized pieces. I don't even think my mom dices it. I think she just does slices. Oh, it's getting into my eyes. Oh my God, I'm so emotional, baby. Okay, let's get through this. Okay, you know how I'm a glutton for punishment? I really was thinking of going back to school to learn how to be a chef. Just kidding. Maybe I can do like some odd classes here and there. I don't know. Okay, my onions are done. And now I have my mushrooms. I'm probably not going to use all these mushrooms. So maybe, let's see. Also, I made stuffed mushrooms and this is why I didn't use them because they're ginormous. Like, that's not like a handheld little app. And if you've seen my stuffed mushroom episode, like that would be a lot of filling to eat. Just like, oh God, I stabbed my hand. I'm literally just bite-sized pieces, y'all. Okay, my eyes, this makes me want to cry. Now that your vegetables are prepped, I'm going to clean that up and then I will be back to show you what to do next. Okay, we are back with Hell's Gate, my tabletop burner, in a medium to large size pot. It's much easier to have a bigger pot than a smaller pot, as I've learned. Anyway, so the first step is going to be just adding like maybe a tablespoon of olive oil and turning this on to medium-high heat. So here's my olive oil. I'm just doing a little squirt a rooney in there. I'm not covering the whole bottom. I don't want that much olive oil because I'm using lean ground beef. There still will be fat to it. Actually, I don't even know if this is lean ground beef. It was lean, yeah, because it's from Costco. It's like one of their big packs. Okay, come start this. Do a medium temp, let that warm up. This is how much olive oil I use, just in case you are wondering. So I just turned this on, it's starting to heat up. I'm gonna throw my onions in there, not the mushrooms, not yet anyway. Also, I forgot to mention you could wash your mushrooms. That's completely up to you. Some people don't. I like to wash them because I just feel like some manufacturers just don't do a good enough job and there's a lot of dirt left over, okay? And I don't need the E. coli. All right. Oh dear. Okay, I'm just mixing that. I'm just breaking up everything so it cooks evenly. Thank you. So basically, I'm just gonna cook the onions until they are starting to become that like translucent in color, which should be a couple of minutes. Like right now, it's kind of like sizzling. ASMR, can you hear that? We're getting a very light brown on the onions. This is what we're looking like. They're starting to become translucent. There's some browning. I know you really can't tell in this, but I can see it. Now that we are at this stage, I'm going to add my ground beef. Like I said, I get my ground beef from Costco and I basically divide it up as best I can. I think this is like the equivalent of like 1 pound of lean ground beef. See, I had it in my freezer airtight. We got it like a month ago, so it's still good. Anyway, I'm gonna just add that in. I'm gonna break it up. I'm just gonna put the lid on that. It's kind of like on a medium low. I didn't want to like shock it. So my mom uses the Clubhouse packages of spices like this, not sponsored. So this one's spicy chili seasoning mix. So she will do this and she will add like a ton more of her own spices. Before I add this in, I'm gonna just go ahead and add what she adds. Okay, so the first thing that I'm gonna do that I'm only doing 1/4 teaspoon of is salt because the packaging has salt in it. I don't want to over salt it. The sauce that we're putting in it later also has salt, but she put it on her instructions to add more salt. All right, so 1/4 teaspoon going in. Next ingredient is pepper. Like I said, this is probably not authentic, but this is the way she makes it and they love it. So that's the beauty of cooking, all right? So here we are, we're doing 1/2 teaspoon going in. The next ingredient is paprika. I don't know if I should do 1. No. I'm also doing garlic powder, not garlic salt, another 1/2 teaspoon going in. Just overlooking my ingredients in case I missed something. Salt, pepper, paprika, garlic powder. Perfect. I'm going to give it a little mix. Also, you can use like ground turkey, chicken, like it's completely up to you. Okay, now that I've mixed that all in, I'm going to add the Clubhouse chili packet going in. Mix that. I don't know what it is that I don't like about chili. It's just, I don't know. Okay, as that cooks for the next couple of minutes, I'm going to kind of open the can of my next ingredient. And the next ingredient, because you can't have chili without beans. Here we are, dark red kidney beans. It's what my mom uses. I feel like you could use white beans or I don't know, chickpeas or I don't know, maybe that was even wrong to say, but you could do whatever you want. All right. And I love that. Also, she didn't instruct me to rinse them, but I'm going to. Oh, and by the way, I hate beans. Hate them. Maybe that's why I don't like chili. Perhaps. Eh? Okay, I'm draining in the sink and rinsing them. That is something else. Should I rinse them? Is that the flavor? All right, we are rinsing, my friends. They're rinsed and I'm literally just throwing them in. All right? Okay. In we go. Beautiful. There's a lot going on. We're mixing. Beautiful. Basically, my mom just throws everything in the pot and like it just kind of marries together. So I'm gonna add my mushrooms now. And then I'm gonna add my sauce so it kind of deglazes. When mushrooms cook down, a lot of water gets pulled from them. So this might help also in the deglazing process. Okay. Okay. All right. This is what we are looking like at this point, okay? The meat is basically cooked. You can see the bottom, it is sticking. Okay, it's been a few minutes. Just mixing this up. Ooh, that is a juice. A piece of chili fell on my underlighting. Oopsies. The next step is to add sauce. Ooh. So hopefully, okay. Okay.
You got this. You're a strong, independent woman.
I'm a strong, independent woman. Can't find my other can opener, so let's see. Oh, there we go.
See?
Okay, smells delicious. Okay, I'm putting this in. This is about 2 cups of sauce, and I'm gonna add maybe like another cup of water or 2 cups of water. My mom makes it like really watery so it can boil for like 45 minutes and not like cook down and burn. Okay, I basically filled it. I'm just gonna give it a little shake-a-rooney to clean it up. Beautiful. And we're going right in. Okay? Okay. I'm gonna give it a gentle mix. Scrape the bottom. This is what we are looking like. Now I'm gonna put the lid back on. I'm gonna raise my temp to like a high heat, bring it to a boil, and then I'm gonna bring it down to a medium heat and kind of let it simmer for 45 minutes. My mom said to do an hour. I don't think it needs an hour, okay? Maybe not even 45 minutes, but we will see, and hopefully all goes well. But with that said, we will be right back when it is done cooking. So see ya in 30 to an hour. All right, little spoons, it has been 35 minutes and it is done. I brought it to a boil. I let it boil for like a minute or 2, and then I dropped the heat, and I've been periodically mixing it. I dropped the heat to like a medium low, but yeah, definitely not an hour, 45 minutes. 35 minutes is what I did. This is what we're looking like. It's thickened up. It's not as watery. And it turns out that my mom does not rinse the beans, and she said it's not gonna taste the same. So thanks, Mom. Anyway, I'm gonna plate this, and then it's gonna be time for TTT, taste test time. All right, little spoons, we are plated, and yes, I did a little bowl because like I said, I don't like chili, but I will still give it a taste test, and I will dip bread and butter in the chili sauce and eat that, no problem, but anything beyond that I don't like, so obviously I had to get some bread and butter. Here we are. I will give it a true test and do a spoonful. This is what we're looking like, all cooked. Ready to go. It's not as watery as you can see. It's very hot, I just wanted to say. It's very like warm. Okay. Okay, we're gonna get one of everything. Also, it smells a lot better than what, like, I don't know, it smells delicious. It's like when you walk into Subway and it smells amazing, but the sandwiches just, they don't match. That's basically it. Here we go. Oh, I lost a bean. There we go. It's flavorful. I'm not gonna lie. And it's got a little bit of spice because of that packet. It's like not too salty, like the spices are very prominent. It's not like overpowering. If I'm like really hungry and starving, yes, I will eat this. I'm not like that picky, but it's not my first choice in general, okay? I do love the mushrooms in it. It does taste delicious with the mushrooms. The beans, I don't like it. Anyway, I'm gonna do a dip with bread here. Like this I can do all day. Now that's amazing. All right, Cody was here earlier. He had to leave. So of course I brought my mom down for the taste test. I got her a separate bowl because obviously she likes chili. Like I mentioned, she said I shouldn't have washed the beans. So we're gonna see if this is mom approved. And of course, I gotta give the bread and butter. Here you go. Be careful because it is hot. Watch your step. Delish. Did you hear that? So I guess rinsing the beans wasn't that bad. Okay. Although I did notice that this isn't as red as it usually is when my mom makes it. But yes, because the beans, she just does the whole can in there versus me rinsing them. Clean Plate Club. Mom approved. Okay? Not for me though. Thank you, my little spoons, for lasting this long in the video. I hope you enjoyed this video. I know that it's not like authentic chili. Actually, I don't even know what authentic chili is because I've seen so many variations of things. But this is just how my mom does it, and I really wanted to share that with everyone. It's a great like winter staple. You can make it in a crock pot as well, and you can change out the meat for turkey or chicken, or even if you're vegan, you can just do vegetables. I still don't understand why I don't like chili. I don't think it's necessarily the spices, but maybe it's like the spices combined with the beans. I'm not a beans person, so there's that. But I've tried so many different ones, thinking like maybe there's one out there that I would like, and no, it's just not for me. As far as the tasting of it, the spice is really good. It wasn't too spicy, but it did have a kick. It wasn't too salty. The water cooked down, so it had like a nice thicker sauce to it. It tastes really good with bread and butter. Like, I will eat that any day of the week. And again, I mentioned, like, if I'm starving, yeah, I'll have a bowl reluctantly. It's not the worst thing, but it's not my favorite, okay? Anyway, thank you, my little spoons. And you know what? Chili. See ya.
I